Hey everyone, I'm Steve and I've been on a wellness journey now for 92 weeks. So, how has this week been? Well, it's not been an easy week. Not because of food or eating though, because of this. I'm a teacher, kids are super spreaders, and I have finally succumbed to the disease that they are spreading round. Full of cold, this is the better side of healthy that I've seen throughout this disease. Yesterday, I was on the sofa shaking because I was too cold, then I got too hot, and just the fevers and chills taking place. Today is just more of a blocked up nose, so I'm doing absolutely marvellous compared to how I was doing. Food-wise, I've been absolutely fine. I think the thing that's going to test me coming up is I'm off holiday. I'm on holiday now for school. So I've got a week of unstructured work, whereas last week, where it was my second week without an injection, I had school routine where I was getting up at 4, half 4. I'd have my breakfast, I'd have a light lunch, and then I'd have my dinner when I get home from work, and there'd be very little time in between to have any form of snack. Now, this is going to be completely different to where I'm at, and I've probably picked the hardest time to try and come off the medication altogether, and it is purely my choice. I've not sought any advice. I don't think this should be any advice towards you either. I'm just seeing whether I can go it alone after having 90 weeks of this medicated journey. So, I managed to eat within my calories still of about 2,000, 2,200, which has been really, really positive. I've felt full all week because I'm eating more foods that are satiating as opposed to just empty calorie foods. I'm eating my calories as opposed to drinking them as well. So all that is sort of building up quite nicely. And, well, I'm just so exhausted that by the time I get home from work, by the time I've had my evening meal and I've chilled out, listened to the radio, done what I've needed to do, I just want to go to bed. So I haven't wanted to pick or anything. So that's really, really positive. Like I said, this week is really going to be the week that tests me in terms of what am I going to eat? Am I going to try and stick to my normal routine of meals that I have already prepared in the freezer, or will I be a bit more adventurous and go out and socialise a little bit more, which is probably what will happen. And you know what? If I end up with a gain going into the end of next week, then that's absolutely fine. But this last week, like I said, I've been ill. I've not been fantastic, but at the same time, I've been trying to do everything that I needed to do. And I haven't thought about food, which is always a positive. And I know the injections and the Mounjaro is still in my bloodstream. I'm fully aware of that. The full washout hasn't happened. But even so, I've still not struggled this week, which is really positive. So when I got on the scale yesterday morning, I stood on the scale and I weigh in at 190 pounds, which is a loss of 2 pounds from the previous week, which I've been ill. I fully am aware that coming next week, I will definitely have a gain because of the illness that I've had, possibly to balance it all out. And that's absolutely fine. You know, I'm at this period now where I want to maintain plus or minus 5 from 194. So, yeah, I'm doing everything I can do. I'm going to be certainly more active than I normally am during a holiday break. But so far, so good. Not needing that crutch to support me to keep going well on my journey. Still got another couple of weeks before I think I'll post these. But so far, so good. And it is only early days. I'm fully aware of that things could go horribly wrong. But I prepared myself in terms of meals in the freezer. I've got jelly, which I've made up with fresh fruit in it. So I've got something that I could go to that's really sweet, but also low in calorie. And I've made sure that I haven't bought any biscuits or anything of those kinds that I know that my old habits of just 1 or 2 will result in the whole packet. So I've made sure I've not bought any of those. But yeah, all in all, week 2 into week 3, absolutely fine. Stay tuned for more.